Hello everyone. It's your boy August BTC back again with another video. So I just wanted to come up here again to give you guys an update on the portfolio, how the portfolio is doing in the price action of Bitcoin as well. The past week has been extremely bad. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently sitting right now at as we speak right now, and it's sitting at the 63,800, but Bitcoin kind of went all the way down to about 59,000. It was a very bad week on the weekend, and especially last week Friday. Friday was pretty bad, pretty bad. There was a massive sell-off on Bitcoin, and obviously the portfolio was affected as well. So I wanted to talk about it, guys, give you guys an update. As you guys know, the goal is to get the account from $1,000 to $10,000. That is the goal. And full transparency, the account is going to have some drawdowns. Recently, I've been trying some new strategies, trying to optimize the portfolio to see what's working, what's not working. And obviously, I've made some changes. I booked some losses as well, but all of this is just tuition fees, to understand the portfolio and the system better. Okay, so this is a price action of Bitcoin, guys. Let's get into it. Very bad, but I actually could have done something much better, during this bear market, because currently we're in a bear market. This is the 50-week moving average on a weekly chart, right? If I pull this thing down, you will see, okay, it doesn't really show. So this golden line here is a 50-week moving average. So every time that the price of Bitcoin is below this, we're in a bear market. So Bitcoin really went down, but found support at this level here, which is pretty good. So we are at a very decent support level. So hopefully we can bounce. We can bounce from this level and go higher. But I need to take some precautions, and I need to manage the portfolio. So where are we sitting right now in the account? This is where we're sitting. The account is pretty down, as you can see. This is the equity chart, full transparency, guys. The goal here is to show you the ups and downs of the account. Not many people will do that. I want to show you how the account is going down, going up, as the price of Bitcoin is also going up and going down. But the goal is to optimize the portfolio so that we can eventually get to 10K. So this is not really bothering me, at least. If you cannot stomach drawdowns in the portfolio, then you won't be able to be an options trader, and a professional trader. That's what I'm trying to be. So this is the equity curve. Ultimately, we're going to go up to the right. I've done a few changes into the account, and I want to show you right now what's happening. So a few things happen, right? Let me break it down step by step. So we have two positions here. I've decided to add Ethereum to the account. Why? Because Ethereum is really undervalued. It really, if I go back to the Ethereum chart right here, you will see how badly Ethereum has fallen. This is a price action of Ethereum. Normally I trade Bitcoin, but this is where Ethereum went. It went all the way to this level here, guys, like 1.5. And that's when I entered a position, because I was like, wow, this is a very juicy level. I cannot let this opportunity pass me by. Because imagine if I can enter here and then Ethereum goes back up to here, or even better, all the way here, I can make some tremendous profit. So be greedy when others are fearful. We're in a bear market right now. The prices are going down, and you need to take advantage of it. So that's what I did into the account. I want to walk you guys through it. Okay, so what do we have here? First things first, let's focus on Bitcoin, right? So what I've decided to do, I'm still following the poor man's covered call strategy, and I've removed all the perpetual positions. The perpetual contracts that I had before was pretty good on the upside, because there was no theta, nothing was decaying. But the thing with that is there's unlimited risk to the downside. And that's what kind of ate my account in terms of the losses. This is the losses that I've accumulated so far, just to be fully transparent. Let's see. So this is the losses that I've accumulated so far. So I'm down minus just $1,000 basically. So if I can get back this $1,000, I'll be back on about 4,000 something, right? So full transparency. Let's go back into the account. So I've removed all the perpetual contracts. I'm only doing options, which is what I should have stuck to, but I was trying new things. And again, I don't really mind, because I just pay the tuition fees to learn and to gain that experience. So how are we doing on Theta, guys? So I'm currently accumulating about a total of $70 in Theta. That's massive. That's probably the highest that I've ever received. So each and every day, I'm basically receiving $70 in Theta. That's about 1,200 rand or something like that, you know. So it's massive. So let's talk about the Bitcoin positions. What do we have? So I have short calls, right? And I have a short puts. The reason why I added the two short puts, this is just like tactical positions because Bitcoin is rising up a little bit shortly, but these positions still expires on June 12th. So it's expiring in 3 days. So I've decided to bring in two short puts at 59 and 58, 58, 59. The premium that I'm receiving is $59, $86. Currently, I'm up $36, $56. So I'm up 62%, 61%, which I'll be closing these positions pretty soon. I mean, it expires in 3 days. And the closer the expiry, the higher the theta. That's why I'm getting so much money as the day passes by. Now, the short calls that I have here, right? This is a short call that I have here. So I have at 64, 65, and 66. The good thing is during this bear market, right, as Bitcoin was going down here, guys, if I go back to the Bitcoin chart, the short calls really helped the portfolio, right? Because as Bitcoin was going down from 80K to all the way here, I had a lot of short positions that really helped the account. If I go to the trade history, Bitcoin options, you will see I had a lot of calls. Look at all these C's. C, C, C are all the call options. So whenever you see buy here, that means I close a position for a profit. Just look here, guys. I just want to show you guys where I started. Like Bitcoin was from 79K, guys, right? This is a position that I sold. So I opened up these positions, right? And then I bought them back, right? I bought 79, I bought 78, 77, 72, 71, 70. I was just buying 74, 69, 73. So that means I was locking in profits into the account. That's why the account is not bad tremendously, right? So that's a beautiful thing of selling calls. I was just collecting premiums as Bitcoin was going down, right? So, but the mistake that I made was I left the perpetual contracts, and the perpetual contract took in a massive loss because I was dollar cost averaging, but my risk to the downside was unlimited. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to replace the perpetual contracts with long calls. So I bought a call option for Bitcoin that expires in July 31st, and it only cost me about 0.1 times this is $218. And added another long call position that expires August, right? And then the strike price was 66, and then it only cost me $350. So basically, when you buy a call option, you're basically saying the maximum loss that you are willing to lose here is $218 and $350. So I'm happy with that. So that's better. So when you become a professional options trader, you always need to understand your risks, right? Always need to understand your risks before you open up a position, right? And if you know your risk, then it's better because now I know no matter how low Bitcoin can go, the maximum that I can lose on this long call is 218 and on this long call is 350. Okay, so far the account is doing pretty well with this new strategy. So what I'm doing is I'm buying long dated call options July and August, and then I'm selling short dated weekly call options against it, right? So far with the call options, I have 64, 65, 66 strike price. So I stand to make $51, $59, and $64 by June 12, which is again in 3 days. So that's why I'm still letting the positions, run. Yes. So currently I'm down a little bit, but that's not a problem. Look at the theta that I'm collecting every day. As we get closer to expiry, guys, this loss will disappear. So Bitcoin is pushing close to 64, very close to my strike price. So I'm thinking of rolling the position. So meaning I can just close this position, right? And then open up another, call option for maybe June 19th. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on how the portfolio is doing. So this is what I have for Bitcoin, right? So it's working pretty well. The long calls are just going to print money when Bitcoin goes up. And then if Bitcoin goes down, this is a maximum loss that I can take, and that's perfectly fine. Nothing more than that, no matter how low Bitcoin goes. And then what I decided to open up a lottery play, a very lottery, like how can I say, like a wild card basically. What do I mean by that? So I bought Ethereum because, like I showed you guys, Ethereum is very, very undervalued. I mean, Ethereum went down from, it was $2,400, guys, all the way till here. Like, if you look at the history, like this is literally how low Ethereum was, right, at these levels here. So this is really a good opportunity to jump on this. I thought to myself, okay, this is really, really undervalued for Ethereum. Let me go up and buy a call option. So I bought a call option for Ethereum with a strike price of 1,650. One contract, and the contract cost me $140. So this is a maximum that I can lose. So no matter if Ethereum goes to zero tomorrow, I'm only losing this. But if I had a perpetual contract and Ethereum goes to zero, my loss will be tremendous. So that's the beautiful thing about the buy and call options. So this is how the account is looking, right? Not bad. Now the goal is to obviously grow the account now from where it is right now to $10,000 and stick to this system. I think this is the final system and I will not be changing it anytime soon. I should just continue to have the long call exposure, right? Long calls, and then continuously sell weekly short dated short calls against it to bring premium into the account. So right now the account is bringing $70 worth of premium. All I just need to do is just wait for it to continue to work. So each and every day I'm collecting premium, and that's a beautiful thing. So we'll see how things will go. So I just wanted to keep you guys posted, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Full transparency here, guys, and that's the name of the game. And have a good one, guys. Cheers.